Cincinnati Bengals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run with the former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got it off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to the air, Rosen after the pick 6. Pass incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Here we go now.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Rosen. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. That's complete right around the 8th. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. But I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Escaping the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Evans coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Dancing to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rosen to throw again. It's complete to Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mixon with a first down carry. And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Over here, over here. You're good.
Second down, Dalton. Finding room to the 20. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And down to the 19-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 19. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's got it. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Rosen to throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here you go. We're good. We're good.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. He can run for it, and he will. first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. Jumps it off to Mixon. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. First and 10 for Dalton. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Over here. Yes. 368. Go on the ball.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now Rosen to throw on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the ball comes loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ross. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Dalton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. So that's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run, it's Clement. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run again with Clement. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Mixon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati 1st. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
368!
To throw on 3rd down, Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The ball comes out, and this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Rosen. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Vontaze Burfict coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Mixon trying to punch it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, here's Rosen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Detroit!
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll give it to Mixon, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
There you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. The Jaguars able to come away with a victory there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Now it's Rosen. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this one is incomplete. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Cincinnati, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. They will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.